Hey guys, back for another one.
Back for another one.
FNS Sports,
Jamaica version now.
father and son,
Yeah,
chilling in Portugal,
together.
together again at last.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an awesome time. Okay, so we just made a Knicks video. If you didn't watch that because you're not a Knicks fan, this
Yeah.
is a Jamaica video.
Yeah.
Jamaica, Reggae Boys, that's what we do. Okay, so we have another match tonight.
We do. We have number 2 of Copa America.
Let me talk about number one real quick. I was so happy. I was the
Oh, yeah.
happiest Jamaican for 2 minutes of my life, if it was that long. And then the Antonio goal got taken away due to offsides, and I became the saddest. I couldn't speak for the rest of the match.
No.
I couldn't talk.
No.
You know, in the end, it's not a crazy result.
It's not
1-0 to Mexico. That's not
with a
bad.
game that we could have drawn and possibly won if
Yeah.
we played a little bit better on
Yeah.
our opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the craziest
No.
game. Unfortunately, though, I do think the coach made some errors with the substitution
And formation.
and the formation. We're going to talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that. But I do think that we can do better going forward. I hope the team learns. It was a tough loss.
It was a tough loss.
It was a tough loss.
If like 0 points is still 0 points, so it kind of doesn't make it much better than 1-0. Like it would be so much more of an accomplishment to get out there with a draw. We have 1 point on the board, and then we have 2 games that are winnable later. Like Mexico's, I would say, the best team in that group, and to go there, and get a draw to that would be great. With all these, injured guys and guys we're not gonna play, like Bailey and Blake who's injured, who was there in spirit. But just now it's more of we need at least 1 win to get through. Like
All right, so let's start with that. Tell us what you think we need to get through, and then let's get into to the formation corrections that you think we also need to make. Go ahead.
So to guarantee and not to get lucky with any of the other games, we would need Ecuador to at least draw with them, and then beat Venezuela, or the opposite, to win against Ecuador tonight and then draw against Venezuela. But then we would also probably need Mexico to beat Venezuela now or tonight.
If Mexico loses to Venezuela,
then
that's really bad.
But then Mexico have to lose to Ecuador in the last game for us to go through.
Right. So
we need Venezuela to lose.
We do.
Otherwise, we need Mexico to lose against Ecuador, which is very tough.
Yes.
Or we need them to draw, but then Jamaica has to beat Ecuador or Venezuela by a couple goals.
Yes. Back-to-back wins.
Exactly. Or no, I think they can only win 1, but then the game that they win have to score like 3-0.
For the goal difference. Guys, this guy knows his stuff.
I do know his stuff.
He does know his stuff. I'll tell you this. Whatever he just said regarding who needs to win and when, it's probably correct. Which means that the pressure really is not only on Jamaica, but it's also on Mexico to beat Venezuela.
Yeah.
And it's on
because the draw we can't afford to have, because that means we're gonna have to beat them on the goal difference, which is really tough.
We can't afford for Mexico and Venezuela to draw.
Either.
Do you guys hear that?
We need a win, hopefully, from Mexico. Otherwise, we need Ecuador play amazing against Mexico, and they play bad against us. Pretty much.
This is how international tournaments go, guys.
Yeah.
You got to get wins, and you got to get draws when you can, and obviously completely avoid the losses. Otherwise, just like even yesterday in the Euros, you're literally going to be sitting at your TV hoping that another team
loses
or
or
draws
wins or
or
draws.
yeah, or something like that. You can't not put two wins together
No.
and expect everything to be smooth sailing when it comes to qualifying for the next round. It's hard.
It's so tough. And the thing is, we don't have a full team either. Like our best player, Blake, I would say, is gone. Then of course we have Bailey, who's a superstar outside of the Jamaica team, who got his chance to show himself, but of course he chose not to be in the Copa America team. So it's just a really like. I think if we played the same as we did against Mexico and just use our chances a little bit better, we will beat Ecuador. But at the same time, you never know.
You never know. I like the way the back line played before it got changed. I like Pinnock. I like Bernard. I like Lembekisa, and I like Greg Lay. Those are very active defenders. They played well.
Exactly.
When it comes to the midfield and the attacking,
It's a little bit.
how do you think we can change that? I don't know if I like it.
This is the thing. We don't know the team. The coach knows the team, but apparently it's not working. So for us to be talking stuff about how he's going to fix the formation is, depends on what the team's working with, right? And also, but the thing is, we bench low, which is I think is very interesting.
Okay.
To do. Okay. In that case.
Damien Low.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's already tough.
So you would bring him into the starting lineup? I would
love to start Low if he wants to start. It might be like, coach, I think I will be better off the bench. That might have happened, but probably not. Also, with only having 3 at the back is a little bit also, risky.
But they do play 5 at the back.
They play 5 at the back on defense.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the thing is, we're facing quick teams. Of course, we are quick, but it's quick against quick, which doesn't always, it goes to one team and then the other team loses on that pace. And also they have, the flair, like everything. They know how to beat a defender.
They're not slow.
They're not slow. And we have pretty much a championship back line. And we're facing, flary guys who play quick and play, they cut in, they send your defender like to the other side of the pitch, like they go. So whatever the coach, he has to change something, which is pretty obvious. He needs to change something, but we don't know what it is. Really, it could be defense. It could be just the formation. I don't like of the team.
You know what I think it is?
What?
And this is right in my head just now, guys. So I could be totally wrong, but just let me shoot real quick.
Yeah, go.
I think you were right about Casey Palmer.
Yeah.
I think he disappears.
Yeah.
And I think if you replace Casey Palmer with Damien Lowe, unfortunately, you give up some of that potential dribbling and stuff, but you gain some aggressiveness, and then you're putting more pressure on Bobby to handle the ball. What do you think?
I agree. And I also said this before. I don't know if that was on camera or not. I kind of forgot. But I'm not the biggest fan of Palmer. And I think I've had that right now. And then also the formation, which I think having Antonio and Nicholson, that little one of them was Cam wingerish, sort of like cut in, was very interesting to me. Of course, Antonio played great. Like he played absolutely fantastic, better than most people would have thought. But possibly a formation change and possibly putting Low might help the team, win these games.
Would you, if you had to bench one of them, because we did make a video about this, the controversy of starting Antonio or Nicholson?
I'm benching Nicholson.
You're bringing Nicholson off the bench?
Yes.
Okay, so that means that we can replace Nicholson with Cephas. And Cephas is really fast.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know if the coach wants that though. Because what I think is that Nicholson scores against teams that are Caribbean, like that area. I think when it comes to South America, it's completely different style of football and with different pitches and everything, right? So East Coast is north, like one style of play, which is the north of the Americas. The South of the Americas is more flary and stuff. So I think he has struggling there because it's different sort of football. If I'm gonna be honest.
That's like, I would love to research that actually. If any one of you guys know, Mickelson's goal scoring against South American teams, that'd be interesting. You're probably right though. He probably hasn't scored that many goals against South
Those
American.
different
Yeah.
types of.
We haven't played them a lot, first of all, and I don't think there's been a lot of goals from him. Probably hasn't been a lot of goals from a lot of people anyway. But
Yeah.
that said, he didn't play that great
He didn't play that great.
against Mexico. We can give Antonio a good
Exactly.
45,
I
50
think
minutes.
Antonio is also just more. It's high quality here in the South, so I think that's why it fits in better. Yes, has bigger, played with quality players for longer.
It's still 5 subs, right?
Still 5 subs.
So can't we just bring Nicholson off the bench or
Exactly.
after like 60 minutes?
Exactly.
Like let Antonio go all out.
Yeah,
for
he's
60.
strong, he's big, but then of course he's gonna wear out, and then we put in Nicholson and he might score a goal.
And then he goes all out
Exactly.
against some more tired
Exactly.
legs. I would do
For
that.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's half an hour of you running.
Half an hour of you constantly running.
Exactly.
Do you know who did well? Who came on and like after the coach messed up again? The coach put these subs on
Yeah.
very late. It was a second round of subs. Do you know who we put on? Kaheem Dixon and Cephas came on. And Kaheem Dixon in his 15, 20 minutes of football had 2 shots on goal that actually scared the keeper a little bit. Like he's a very active player.
He's very active. Yeah.
But like you said, his judgment might not be the best yet. But he's a very active player. So what do you think about playing him some more minutes in this game?
Whatever the coach thinks is gonna happen, of course. I think that was the right portion.
Portion of minutes?
Portion of minutes. I think 15, 20 minutes, if we're not winning, that's great.
For Kaheem Dixon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think to give him more minutes, I think that might be too tiring for him. I think that might be too difficult for him. He's gonna get tired. He's more like explosive. I come on as a sort of a super sub, and then I try my best. I get an assist or a goal. I try and do that, or at least give Jamaica a good opportunity to score, and then you're done.
To be honest, he's only 19.
Exactly.
He's not going to play
young.
90 minutes.
No.
He's not going to play 90 minutes, guys. It's not going to happen.
No.
And he's not even going to play 70 minutes. So all the Kaheem Dixon fans, I'm with you that he's a good talent, but
he has his, if we're gonna put him for too long, he's gonna die out.
Yeah. All right, so we're thinking some changes in the midfield wing.
Maybe a formation change a little bit.
Maybe a formation change.
Yeah, at least on the attacking side.
Yeah.
Of the whatever happened with Antonio Nicholson and Gray.
Gray needs to play more minutes.
He does. But he also has to step up when he gets those minutes, because he was a little bit less than I was hoping.
A little less active?
A little less
Or
active.
did we not get him the ball?
Sort of both. I think he was a little active because he didn't. I think they tried to find him sometimes. Sometimes he just wasn't, there for the ball. And then sometimes he was great a lot of the game. But it's still great. So you're hoping for a lot more from him than other players.
He's actually still our best player. So that was, I think, our best skill player
in the team right now.
So I was actually hoping that he wouldn't come off the field unless he absolutely needed
this break or whatever.
A sub, yeah. Guys, this Jamaica team is talented.
Yeah, it's really good.
But we need a win.
Oh yeah, we need a good win.
Yeah. We need a really good win.
And hopefully now, because that means more. I think an Ecuador win would be very good, just to get the morale up for the Venezuelan. I think I'm hoping rather for Ecuador as win and that we draw against Venezuela, which might be more kind of realistic.
if we beat Ecuador, we have to beat Venezuela, and then that's it.
That's-
Jamaica's the best. 6 points.
And that means
Woo!
we might get first. If we win 2 games at 6 points. What? It's first or second, right? And then it depends
No,
what
you're right,
Mexico
you're
does
right.
against Venezuela.
You're right. You're
Right.
right.
So if we win both games and Venezuela and Mexico draw, then we are first.
You're right. I will take 2 wins, and I'll just call that a first, even if it's not first.
Yeah.
2 wins in this tournament would be amazing.
But then if we get to knockouts, we're going to be facing like Argentina. Be bad.
Hey,
I think we actually do face Argentina if we get second.
bring him on. Let's go.
How about don't mess with Messi. Just calm down. Okay, calm down.
There's gonna be yellow cards. That's it. Messi's gonna feel it. The Jamaican power. You know. Anyway, we'll see. I don't want to speak that into any existence. We got a big Messi fan over here. We can't talk anything bad about Messi.
No.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
This was a nice quick session.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll have another one before the game, but if not, we're gonna be cheering on the game. We're cheering on Jamaica, of course, tonight versus Ecuador. What time is it our time? 11 p.m. 11 p.m. our time. That is 6 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Central. So see you guys later.
Yep. Peace out.
Peace.
Thanks for watching.
Enjoy the game.
Yeah.